Have you ever walked into a store and found the shelf completely empty? Right when you needed something, or maybe you have wondered how big supermarkets always seem to have exactly the right amount of stock week after week, year after year. Well, that's not magic, that's inventory control. And today we are going to break it all down, starting from absolute zero using a simple, relatable examples that anyone can understand. By the end of this video, you will know the 5 key stock levels used in every store, factory, warehouse around the world. And trust me, once you understand these, you will never look at a shop shelf the same way again. Let's get into it. Alright, I want you to close your eyes for a second. Well, not literally because then you can't watch the video. But imagine this. You own a small corner store in your neighborhood. It's your pride and joy. You sell everyday essential bottles, water, bread, snacks, dairy. Every single morning before you open the doors, you walk through your storeroom and ask yourself 3 very important questions. Number 1, do I have enough stock to last me through the day? Number 2, am I holding too much stock? I'm wasting money storing things I don't need. And number 3, when do I need to order more from my supplier? These are not just questions for small store owners. These are the exact same questions that billion-dollar companies like Walmart, Amazon, and Tesco ask every single day. And the answer to these questions, they come from something called stock levels. Stock levels are the numbers that tell a business exactly how much inventory to hold and when to act. Let's break them down one by one. What is inventory control? Before we dive into the 5 stock levels, let's quickly understand the big picture. Inventory control is the system businesses use to manage their stock. From the moment goods arrive at the door to the moment they are sold to a customer. Think of it as the brain of your store. It does 4 key jobs. First, it helps you track what you have. You always know exactly how many bottles of water, loaves of bread, or packets of chips are sitting in your storeroom at any given moment. Second, it helps you analyze how fast items are selling. Is your bottled water flying off the shelves in summer? Is your hot chocolate sitting untouched in August? This data is gold. Third, it helps you control your ordering. You set rules so that orders happen automatically at the right time, never too early, never too late. And fourth, all of this adds up to profit. When you hold the right amount of stock, you reduce waste, cut storage cost, and free up cash to invest back into your businesses. Okay, so now that we know why inventory control matters, let's get to the heart of today's video, the 5 essential stock levels. There are 5 stock levels that every store manager, accountant, and businesses owner needs to know. And I want you to think of them like 5 floors of a building. Each one has a specific role. Level 1, maximum stock level, the ceiling, the absolute most you should ever hold. Level 2, minimum stock level, your safety net, the absolute least you should ever have before you are in danger. Reorder level, the alarm bell. When your stock hits the number, order now, no hesitation. Level 4, reorder quantity, ROQ, the action plan. When you do order, this is how much you order. Level 5, average stock level, the baseline, what your typical stock holding looks like on any normal day. 5 levels, 5 numbers. Together they form a complete system. Let's explore each one in detail, starting with the top of the building. Maximum stock level. This is the highest quantity of any product you should ever hold at any time. Why does this matter? Think about it this way. You own your corner store. Your storeroom holds a maximum of 200 bottles of water. That's it. If you try to squeeze in more, they will spill out into the shop floor, and you will have very unhappy customers tripping over bottles. But there's a deeper financial reason too. Every bottle sitting on that shelf unsold represents money locked away. Money you can't use to pay rent, buy new products, or invest in your businesses. And if you are selling perishables like food, overstocking means items expire before they are sold. That's pure loss. So the maximum stock level protects you from over-investing in inventory. Here's the formula. Maximum stock level is equal to reorder level plus reorder quantity minus, in bracket, Minimum usage multiplied by minimum lead time. Now, don't panic if that looks complex. We will break it all down with numbers shortly. But the concept is simple. You start from your reorder point and what you are going to order, then subtract the minimum amount that will sell while you wait for delivery. Using our corner store example, your storeroom physically fits 200 bottles. Your customer buy around 220 bottles a day. It takes about 3 days for a new stock to arrive. In this case, your maximum stock level is equal to 200 bottles because that's physical limit of your space. Simple. Key insight: exceeding the maximum level is equal to wasted money on storage cost plus risk of expired or unsold stocks. Minimum stock level. Now let's look at the other end of the spectrum, the minimum stock level. This is sometimes called safety stock level. The minimum stock level is the lowest quantity you should ever let your stock fall to. It's your buffer, your cushion against the unexpected. Because here's the reality of running any business. Suppliers are not always on time. Deliveries get delayed. Trucks break down. Supplies run out. Your own customer might suddenly buy more than expected. Maybe there is a heat wave and everyone's buying your bottled water. The minimum stock level exists so that even if everything goes wrong, delivery is late, demand spikes, you still have some stock to sell. You won't run out. Here's the formula. Minimum stock level is equal to reorder level minus in bracket average usage multiplied by average lead time. Let's use our bread example this time. You sell 30 loaves of bread per day. On average, your supplier usually takes 2 days to deliver. They are a day late, so you need to cover for that. Minimum stock level is 30 loaves per day multiplied by 2 days of deliver time. So 60 loads is a minimum stock level. If you look at your storeroom and you have only got 60 loads left, that's your danger zone. You need to have already placed your order. Key insights: falling below the minimum level is equal to stock out or is equal to lost sales, unhappy customers, and damaged reputation. Alright, this one is arguably most actionable of the 5. This is the one that tells you exactly when to order. The reorder level or ROL is the stock quantity at which you must immediately place a new order with your suppliers. Now, when you run out, not when you are almost out, but when stock drops to specific number, you pick up the phone, your order. Think of it like the low fuel warning light on a car. When that light comes on, you don't wait until the engine sputters. You immediately look for a petrol station. The reorder level is your warning light. Here's the formula. Reorder level is equal to maximum usage multiplied by maximum lead time. Why do we use the maximum values here? Because we are planning for the worst case scenario. What if demand shoots up and the delivery takes longer than usual? We want to make sure we don't run out even in the worst possible situation. Example for our bottled water, maximum daily usage is 25 bottles. Maximum lead time is 6 days. So reorder level is equal to 25 bottles into 6 days is equal to 150 bottles. So whenever your water stocks hits 150 bottles, you place your order that very day. Not 140, not 130, at 150 bottles. If you look at the diagram on screen, you can see the reorder level sits comfortably above the minimum level. So even if delivery is delayed, you still have enough stocks to trade without hitting your safety buffer. Think of it this way. The gap between the reorder level and the minimum level is your delivery window. That's the time and the stock that covers you while you wait for the reorder arrive. Think of it this way. The gap between the reorder level and the minimum level is your delivery window. That's the time and the stock that covers you while you wait for the order to arrive. So you know when to order. Now, how much do you actually order? That's what the reorder quantity tells you. The reorder quantity is the fixed amount you order every single time you hit your reorder level. Having a set quantity removes the guesswork. You don't stand there every few weeks organizing over whether to order 100, 150 or 200 units. Here's the formula. Reorder quantity maximum is equal to maximum stock level minus minimum stock level. The maximum perfect logic logical sense. When you order, you want to fill your stock all the way from its lowest acceptable point, the minimum, up to its highest acceptable point, the maximum. Worked example, back to our bottled water, maximum stock level is 200 units, minimum stock level is 40 units. Reorder quantity, 200 bottles minus 40 is 150 bottles. So every time your stock hits the reorder level, you order exactly 160 bottles. Every time. Consistent, predictable, efficient. Now, here's a bonus concept for those of you who want to go one level deeper. There's an advanced formula called the economic order quantity or EOQ, which calculates the mathematically optimal quantity that minimizes your total cost, because ordering costs money, admin time, shipping fees, handling, but holding stock also costs money, storage space, insurance, risk of damage. The EOQ balances both. For example, if each order cost you $25 to process and place, and holding each bottle cost you 50 cents per year, the EOQ would tell you the exact quantity that minimizes the total of those two costs combined. We will do a full deep dive on EOQ in a future video, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. The fifth and final stock level is the average stock level. This one is perhaps the most straightforward to understand, but it's incredibly useful for planning and financial analysis. The average stock level tells you the typical quantity of stock you hold over time on a normal day, in a normal week. Why does this matter? A few reasons. For cost accounting, businesses often calculate storage cost based on average stock. If you are paying a warehouse $2 per unit per month, knowing your average stock of 120 bottles means your monthly storage cost is $240, useful for budgeting. For performance tracking, comparing your actual average stock against your calculated average helps you spot problems. Are you consistently holding too much, too little? There are two ways to calculate it. Method 1, maximum stock level plus minimum stock level divided by 2. Method 2, minimum stock level plus in bracket reorder quantity divided by 2 bracket close. Both should give the same result if your other levels are correct. Using our water examples, method 1 $200 plus 40 divided by 2 is 120 bottles. Method 2, 40 plus in bracket 160 divided by 2 is equal to 40 plus 80 is equal to 120 bottles. Perfect. Both methods come from 120. That's our average stock level on any typical day. We would expect to have around 120 bottles of water in our store. Before we move to our full work example, here's your complete formula cheat sheet. All 5 levels in one place. Pause the video here if you want to screenshot this for your notes. Got it? Great. Let's see all of this working together in one realistic scenario. Stock movement. This chart shows exactly what happens to your stock levels over 10 days. What's the blue line? That's your actual stock. It starts at a 200, your maximum everyday customer buy bottles, and the stock drops. The yellow line, that's your reorder level sitting at 120. The moment the blue line touches that yellow line on day 5, that's when you call your supplier. And look at a day 7, your delivery arrives, the blue line shoots back up towards 200. That's your reorder quantity of 160 hitting the shelves. Notice how the stock never drops below the orange line items. That's your minimum level. You always have your safety buffer. This is inventory control working exactly as it should. Now, let's talk about what happens you don't manage your stock levels properly, because understanding the consequences makes the theory stick. There are two dangerous extremes. One, on the left side, stock out. This is when you run out of a stock entirely. No bottles of water, empty shelves. And the consequences, a customer comes in, they want water, you don't have it, they leave. Worse, they go to your competitor across the street and maybe they never come back. Beyond lost sales, stockouts can destroy your reputation. Word spreads fast that corner store is always out of stock. People stop visiting before they even check. And if you are in a manufacturing, running out of raw materials means the entire production line stops. That potentially thousands of dollars lost per hour. On the right side, overstock. This is the silent killer that many new business owners don't even notice. When you hold too much stock, your money is literally sitting on shelves doing nothing. Instead of having $2,000 sitting in bottles of water you don't need yet, that money could be in your bank account earning interest or being invested in marketing or buying new products. And to that, storage fees, insurance, the risk that items expire, go out of fashion, or get damaged. Overstock eats your profit slowly but surely. The goal, the sweet spot, is to always keep your stock between the minimum and maximum levels. Never above, never below. That's the golden zone. Alright, let's bring everything together in one complete real world calculation. We are back at our corner store selling bottled water. Here's the data we are given. Maximum daily usage 25 bottles. Minimum daily usage 15 bottles. Average daily usage 20 bottles. Maximum lead time 6 days. Minimum lead time 4 days. Average lead time 5 days. Now let's calculate all 5 stock levels step by step. Step 1, reorder level. Maximum usage multiplied by maximum lead time is equal to 25 multiplied by 6 is equal to 150 bottles. Whenever stock hits 150, we order. Step 2, minimum stock level, reorder level minus in bracket average usage multiplied by average lead time. That's formula. So is equal to 150 minus 20 multiplied by 5 is equal to 150 minus 100 is equal to 50 bottle. Never let stock drop below 50. Maximum stock level. So we will, in the formula, we know we need ROQ, reorder quantity. So let's check that later on. First, we will check ROQ, reorder quantity. Formula is, let's say our maximum level is 200 and minimum level is 50. So 200 minus 50 is equal to 150 bottles. Every order is equal to 150 bottles. That is a ROQ, reorder quantity. So now we will go back on a step 3, which is maximum stock level. This is determined by our physical storage capacity, that is ROQ. So 150 plus ROQ is 150 bottles. So 150 plus 150 is equal to 300 minus 15 into 4. 15 into 4 is 60. So 300 minus 60 is 240. There you go. Step 5. Average stock level. 200 bottles maximum plus 50 is minimum. So 250 divided by 2 is equal to 125 bottles. There you go. 5 numbers, complete system. Your corner store runs like a professional retail operation. And notice, if your supplier delivers on a day 5 and you ordered 150 bottles when you had 150 in stock, you end up with 150 plus 150 is equal to 300, which is above your maximum. That's why the full formula for maximum stock level accounts for the stock that sells during the lead time. The details matter. Let's quickly recap the 5 golden takeaways from today's video. Number 1, inventory control is essential for every business, small or large. It's not just for big supermarkets. Number 2, the maximum stock level is your ceiling. Never hold more than this. It ties up cash and creates waste. Number 3, the minimum stock level is your safety net. It's the buffer that protects you when things don't go to plan. Number 4, the reorder level is your alarm bell. The moment stock hits this number, act immediately, don't wait. And number 5, balance is the name of the game. Too much stock is equal to wasted money. Too little is equal to lost sales. The 5 stock levels keep you right in that golden middle zone. And that's it. You have just mastered the stock levels in inventory control, a topic that many accounting students find confusing. But as you can now see, it's completely logical, and once you use real life examples, if this video help you, give it a thumbs up. It genuinely helps other learners find this content. And if you have a question, specific scenario you would like me to work through, or formula that's confusing you, drop it in the comments below. I read every single comment. And if you are serious about mastering accounting from the ground up, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. We are building this whole series from scratch, every concept step by step with real examples and zero jargon. Coming up next, economic order quantity, the advanced formula that tells you the mathematically perfect amount to order every time. It's one of the most satisfying calculation in all of accounting. Don't miss it. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.